What's up, my Century of the Galaxy Kingdom? It's the Central Man here, so this is my thoughts on WWE releasing Bray Wyatt. Last weekend, WWE confirmed the news that they released Bray Wyatt out of his contract. A lot of fans, including me, I was a bit shocked when Bray Wyatt got released from WWE, and a lot of fans were pissed. What a waste of a potential big star, and they just go, fuck it, let's release them. There's major rumors like Bray Wyatt has some mental problems. That's the reason why he's got released. I do not know, but Jesus Christ, man. I'm not gonna rant and go, fuck WWE. No, no, no. I'm just go, I knew the day is coming. I knew Bray Wyatt will get released. I knew Bray Wyatt's gonna get misused ever since WrestleMania 37, I think it was night 2, after he lost to Randy Orton after the distraction by Alexa Bliss, and then he appeared, I think it was the Raw after WrestleMania 37. That was his last appearance for the company, and then he's got released. I don't know, he got injured. I don't know. Maybe he might got injured or took some time off. But it's just like, you just release what could be a potential big star. And over Alexa Bliss, I see a lot of motherfuckers out there blaming Alexa Bliss for Bray Wyatt's exit. I was never a big fan of this Alexa Bliss new character. I understand she is the Harley Quinn of WWE. The reason why I'm comparing Alexa Bliss to Harley Quinn, because she got the hairstyle of Harley Quinn, but I don't like this gimmick. There's before the whole Alexa Bliss pairing up with Bray Wyatt. There's rumors that this is like 20. I think it was early 2020. Maybe in 2019 that Liv Morgan is supposed to be Sister Abigail, but unfortunately that's not the case. Let's have Liv Morgan, attempt to do this lesbian storyline with Lana. That's absolute shit. They're not gonna do that because the company's PC. She was floundering and then teaming up with Ruby Riott, the Riott Squad, and for the in the women's tag team title picture. Unfortunately, that's not the case. Ruby Riott got released months ago. The WWE's been releasing a lot of wrestlers and employees for the last few months now. The self-proclaimed budget cuts, that's a load of shit. A lot of crap. It's just like, yeah, budget cuts. They're still making money. I think they lose a little bit of money, but yeah, they're still making money. They sold WWE Network to Peacock. I don't have it because it's in America, but yeah, it's just, what the fuck? It's just like, I don't think they're losing money. I don't want to get into that. That's a future video for another time. So back to Bray Wyatt. Wow. It's just like, I thought they're going to put the rocket strap onto Bray Wyatt's back, blast him up to the moon, to superstardom. Unfortunately, that's not the case. That's not the case. Bray Wyatt, he's been around, I say, since the late 2000s. He was like Husky Harris, in the second season of NXT, and then he was part of the Nexus, and then he got written off after he got punched in the head by Randy Orton. Has to be Randy Orton killing off Bray Wyatt, Husky Harris, and then was it 2 years later, 2.5 years later, he was Bray Wyatt. The whole Wyatt family faction, that was, I'm not keen on it, but I watch it back, on the Wyatt family between 2013 and 14, maybe 2016, maybe the Wyatt family. I was the one and say, oh, it's overrated faction, but let's be honest, I think it's a a good faction. It reminds me of the Flock from WCW, Raven's group. And I thought they're going to do big plans with them. Unfortunately, what Vince McMahon, WWE, did, fed Bray Wyatt and the Wyatt family to Cena. At WrestleMania 3 to Payback of 2014, they fed them to Super Cena, guys who've been shoved down our throats for years. And then after that, he was losing. Break up the Wyatt squad and losing. Might have one or two wins, and then reform the Wyatt squad family. I'm gonna say the Wyatt squad, but the Wyatt family. Yeah, lost the Undertaker Mania 31, and then lose. I think they did one, but that went anywhere because they're not leading up to championships for the faction. And then Bray Wyatt won the title at Elimination Chamber 2017. Unfortunately, that don't mean shit. And then he lost to Randy Orton. That crappy matches at WrestleMania 33. The fucking match with the bugs and the Jesus Christ, and the House of Horrors match at Payback. That was crap. And then he's losing. And then in 2019, the repackaged Bray Wyatt. There's Mr. Rogers. This happy-go-lucky Bray Wyatt. Doing the whole Firehouse Funhouse segments. I thought that was a completely final nail of Bray Wyatt's coffin in his career in WWE. Unfortunately, he made that character work and then introduced The Fiend. You thought that they're going to give him a second chance. He's going to be the next top star, and then the situation at Hell in a Cell 2019, that match ended disqualification, not having, The Fiend beat Seth Rollins inside Hell in a Cell for the Universal title, and then they just basically fucking killed that, I say they killed that, the gimmick is dead, but they kind of revive it a bit. I'm glad they not going to do another disqualification. A Hell in a Cell match with a DQ, because there is no DQ in Hell in a Cell. Back then I did a video on it. They fucking killed Hell in a Cell. That one of the best wrestling match stipulations for the last 22 years. But unfortunately, for the last 2 years, 2020 and this year, they got away from that. And then also a month later, maybe a few weeks later, he won the Universal title from Seth Rollins at Crown Jewel, but people say it's too little too late. I see motherfuckers out there, the anti-smart, he's already been buried, but I think they revived Bray Wyatt, they got it right, won the Universal title, and then what they did a few months later, they're in Saudi Arabia. That was that was Crown Jewels when he won the Universal title in late 2019, and let's fast forward to early 2020, and this is before the whole pandemic hit. Was what they did. You had Bray Wyatt, The Fiend, got buried and got fed to Goldberg at Crown Jewel. Is it Crown Jewels or Super Showdown? I think it was called Super Showdown. I hope they don't do another Saudi Arabia show. Thank fuck I don't do it. Don't do that, man. They produce a lot of bad shows and good ones, but Bray Wyatt got fed to Goldberg, lost the Universal title. Then he won the title back. He lost to Strowman at Money in the Bank a month later, and then he won the title back months later, and then lost to Roman Reigns. That was I think he won it at SummerSlam. I don't like the whole stuff with Braun Strowman. I think they produced okay to bad matches, and then he won the title at SummerSlam, lost to Roman Reigns to Payback a week later, and then they debunked him. Feud with Randy Orton, the Infernal match. I said to myself, when Orton beat him in the Infernal match, it's like, fucking hell, they killed the Fiend. Kill the Fiend. Have Orton set, douse the Fiend on fire. I'm glad it's a stunt devil. It's not like, he, basically setting Bray Wyatt on fire. But he set him on fire. I said to myself, this is WCW Sting all over again. They did that stunt with Sting. This was the Human Torch match at Great American Bash 2000 when it was a match between Sting and Vampiro. I covered Great American Bash 2000. That was a shit storm. I lost a lot of brain cells. It's just like it felt like they did. It felt like they copied from WCW's book. And then, I thought they killed him off. We never saw The Fiend again until February. Orton was feuding with Alexa Bliss for months. And then WrestleMania 37 Part 2. lost to Orton, and then last appearance on Raw, and then he's gone. Gone. What it might have been. You know, Bray Wyatt's not really famous, or not really over by his matches, by his character. Not like his, because the first version of the Wyatt family, the first version of Bray Wyatt, it's a gimmick you never seen before. He's this type of, you know, I kind of like the gimmick, you know, I'm talking about the original Bray Wyatt. He is this typical, cult leader, swamp, lake, southerner, swamp lake, sorry, a bit of a tongue twister moment, a swamp leader, a swamp lake, southern leader, cult leader, I'm trying to say. You know, it's a gimmick you never seen before. He made that character work. I don't really follow to his promos. They're not really nonsensical. I just don't really, it's just like, it doesn't sound like you speak like a normal person. It's just like I don't know, it's in poetry. It's just the way he speaks. And then it kind of like, you know, kind of disconnect. And then with The Fiend, it's like, had that Heath Ledger presence. And they had, you know, one appearance, you know, Bray Wyatt, you know, The Fiend holding the jack-o'-lantern with the Bray Wyatt head on it. You know, that's good. I think they stopped it because you know, because WWE's, like I said, they're not going to go PG. They went PG. PG. They went they went PC. I'm trying to say, and not having Bray holding his head version of the jack-o'-lantern. It's just like, come on, you know, get with the times. You know, stop. This isn't the 1980s anymore. You know, it's 2019 going on to 2020. This was way back in the day, the early few months of The Fiend Bray Wyatt. You know, it's just like, you know, he's selling. Do you know how much merchandise The Fiend will make? That's a money-making machine. You know, you could set up, like, matches. It's a shame they never did, like, The Fiend and Undertaker. I understand they fought before, but The Fiend and Undertaker, you know, great example if they did it at, if they had a really, I'm trying to say it, sorry, I'm kind of stumbling. If they really sort out a deal to, did a Fiend Undertaker match, whether it's in WrestleMania 36 or a future pay-per-view match, whether it's on a future pay-per-view, whether it's a SummerSlam Survivor Series, that'd be good. They could do good business. Unfortunately, they had no ideas, I know we saw it before, but, you know, you could really like have Undertaker passing the torch to Bray Wyatt, because Undertaker is about to retire. Unfortunately, you know, they should have, I'd rather just done it at Survivor Series, to be honest. You know, have The Fiend beat the Undertaker in his final match, he do his speaks, and that was it, you know. And then you can really put that rocket strap onto Bray Wyatt, and then straight to the moon, recapture the Universal title, make him a 3-time Universal Champion, or WWE Champion, because he's at the Red brand, you know, and then just, you know, and continue this, keep the momentum going. Unfortunately, that's not the case, and then you got the fucking, I blame the writers, because they had no plans for this Fiend, how to, like, freshen out a little bit, keep it going. They just like give up, you know, the typical. I'm not gonna go into the rise, man, because WWE's rise of today, they're dumb and stupid. You know, they look like they hired, like they don't have any clue about professional wrestling. They're just basically like just because it's a big brand, you know, just like, you know, for the big money. You know, it's like if you're a writer and a bit, you know, writing for a TV show or animated TV show, whether it's a Simpsons, a Family Guy, American Dad, a South Park, a Rick and Morty, and I haven't watched the shows, like why I'm become a writer, why I'm here. Know your shit. That's why the WWE writers are. Not all, but some. They just don't know. They don't know shit. They're not really wrestling fans. They're just like, they have no clue, you know? How about, like, hire writers who know about professional wrestling? You know, hire, like, writers that know about professional wrestling. Not these, I think, like, WWE hire a lot of Hollywood writers who have no clue about pro wrestling. And that's the reason why the bright's down, you know. Bray Wyatt could be, you know, be the catalyst of a potential boom period in the next couple of years. But, you know, unfortunately, you know, he's gone. And, I think, you know, there's rumors like he might go to AEW. AEW, maybe AEW. Man, I have thoughts on, you know, um, Bray Wyatt going to AEW because, like, months ago, Braun Strowman got released. It's like another waste of talent. Because you see former members of the Wyatt family going to AEW, the late, you know, I can't really necessarily call him a great, but the late Brody Lee went to AEW, become the TNT champion, become the leader of the Dark Order, the Assaulting One, and then sadly he died on Boxing Day, you know, 26th of December of last year, and then you got, you know, I covered the Brody Lee tribute show on Dynamite, and then you had a cameo appearance of Eric Rowan. Got me thinking maybe they could do a Wyatt family in AEW. You know, Bray, Rowan, Strowman. You know, I think Braun Strowman. I don't know, but I think Braun Strowman is likely done with pro wrestling for now because the rumors like he's pursuing a career in bodybuilding. Or even Bo Dallas. You know, I don't know if Bo Dallas got released. That'd be good to like Bray and Bo, and then Rowan. You know, they could like form a faction because yeah, they got too many factions in AEW, but or even Bray becoming the new Assaulted One. I think they need to ditch the whole, you know, having his son be part of the Dark Order. I understand it's his son paying tribute, but come on, man. You know, I don't want to see his kid winning a match or winning a title in AEW. Otherwise, it'd be Nicholas all over again. You know, save him for the future, but not right now. And have Bray just basically be the new leader of the Dark Order. You can introduce like Rowan and Strowman. You know, I don't know I don't know about Colt Cabana. You know, I kind of gone off Colt Cabana in the Dark Order. He got lost in the shuffle. I like Colt Cabana. I think he's better off doing his own thing. You know, that's the problem with AEW. I think they need to like get rid of the fat first, release like a few wrestlers who's not being utilized, and then you know, and also get rid of the crap wrestlers, and just basically you know release them first, then get Bray Wyatt, then get like Rowan, and Strowman, and Bo Dallas, maybe. You know, I think at this moment in time, AEW's roster is a bit bloated. You know, to get Bray Wyatt at this moment in time. Because, you know, I know I might do a video on Bryan and CM Punk got linked to AEW, but that'd be good to see, you know, Punk and Bryan. You know, that's another future video for another time. Yeah, it's just like I'm gonna end this video, but yeah, it's just fucking waste of time. I knew it's happening. I'm not really like angry right now. I'm just gonna like I knew it's happening. You know, I wish they just like do more with Bray Wyatt. You know, he's a star. You know, when he lost to Randy Orton, he had this present feeling when Orton defeat Christian for the world title way back in 2011. That's feel like when he defeat Bray Wyatt. You know, it's on the same scenario. You know, we don't want to see Orton winning. You know, why did they focus on Randy Orton? Don't get me wrong about Randy Orton, but you need to start focusing on pushing Randy Orton. You know, this is not the late 2000s. This is not the early 2010s, the mid 2010s. This is 2021. Focus on the new talent. This is supposed to be this new era. I'm gonna be honest. You know, this is the 5th year of the new era. You know, the start of this new era since 2016. I'm gonna say right now, the new era is a fail. It's a fail. It's nothing new. They're not focused on new talents. It's just going back to the same old shit. It's just basically the new era is basically a continued period of the PG era. I'm gonna call a spade a spade. So anyway, so I'm gonna end this video. So what's your thoughts on the release of Bray Wyatt? Leave your thoughts in the comment section below. Click the bell, smash the likes or dislikes, whatever. And subscribe to the Central Man Network on YouTube. Be part of the Central Unit today if you want for more wrestling videos. The Marvel DC stuff, that'll be next week because next week I'm covering What If and and the non-wrestling stuff. And get back with before I took the break from YouTube, just wrestling videos and Marvel, DC, superhero stuff. My covering Sonic X and movies and lots more. And this is Century Man officially signing out. Check you later. Follow the buzzards. That's Bray Wyatt's catchphrase. Of the end of his match. Follow the buzzards.